Where the fuck should I even start with this game? Well, the story is utter nonsense. It makes no sense. It tries way too hard to be edgy. Not as much as Shadow the Hedgehog may have had, but still tries way too hard to be edgy. So, yeah, and this scene right here is going to be one of the worst in the series. Like, I think the voice acting is okay, but it's the overall execution of this scene, like this scene right here, it makes no sense whatsoever. Like here, you see Shadow, like, something's off with him. And what the fuck, why'd they bring back Zavik? Metal Sonic I can understand, Chaos as well. What, why not bring back fucking, I don't know. So basically, we don't really know who this guy is, but it turns out he's faster than Sonic, and this scene is just absolutely awful. Like, Sonic is meant to be the fastest thing alive, and in this scene right here, he's presented as a joke and just gets beat up easily. Like, that is not Sonic. That is not Sonic. God, bro, like, what? I'm a minute into this review and I am absolutely raging. Man. It just shows you that this is not a very good game at all. Also, believe it or not, classic Sonic is in this game. And guess what? He is utterly wasted. He controls like shit. He serves no purpose to the story. It's just that Sonic Mania came out before this, and classic Sonic, he was absolutely flawless in that game. And speaking of Mania, well, the drop dash in this game, the drop dash is in this game, and it makes the stages a little bit more tolerable, but not by much. I've not really got much to say about classic Sonic. He's just a watered down version of who he was in Generations. Which, he wasn't great in that game, but at least he was functioning. Hell, I would probably say Sonic in Sonic 4 Episode 1 and 2 functioned better than this. And that is something. Because Sonic 4 isn't a good game. Better than this game, but still not very good. And here's modern Sonic. To give them some amount of credit, he's way better than classic Sonic, although still very iffy, to say the least. First problem was the boost. Like, when you're boosting off the ledge, you don't just boost, you fucking catapult. Like, you catapult so hard that it feels like you're being flung out of a missile launcher. That's what it certainly feels like. Also, I will admit the graphics do look very good. Like, this came out in 2017, and this game was like being optimized for the PS4 Pro. And the graphics do look good, and it runs a solid 60 FPS. Also, another positive thing I will give it for this game is the music. It's not some of the best in the series, but it's still pretty good nonetheless. Infinite's theme song, well, I forgot to mention him. He's a pretty bland edgelord character, but his theme song is an absolute banger. Seriously, go listen to it right now. You will not be disappointed. Overall, modern Sonic isn't so bad, but he's just plain average. Like, he's way better than classic Sonic, I'll give you that. He's still like really average. And here we have the custom hero. To put it bluntly, he's basically just Sonic, but with a gun. Yeah, he's basically just Sonic, but just a little bit slower and with a gun. Or like a little electric beam thing, if you want to. I mainly just use the flamethrower because it's really overpowered. Overall, like modern Sonic's gameplay, the Avatar's gameplay is extremely average. Yeah, I've got nothing else to say about this. And don't even get me started on the boss fights, like, they are so unbelievably average. Zavik is he is piss easy, even for a first boss. Like, for a first boss, he's so boring. Like, all you do is attack some enemies, then wait for an open. And you do have lasers to avoid, and that's it. I've seen more creative first bosses in Sonic games. The Wrecking Ball from Sonic 1. Hell, the Egg Cerberus from Sonic 06. And hell, I would honestly go as far as to say Silver had a better boss fight. Well, he's not a first boss, but still. I was more interested in the Silver fight than this. I mean, Zavik, he actually had an alright boss in Sonic Lost World. It wasn't perfect or anything, but it was still an alright boss. This, however, is just so bland. Like, there's nothing really else I could say about this boss fight. It's just so bland. And the same goes with the final boss. I mean, it's the Death Egg robot. But somehow, this is probably one of the worst final boss fights in the series. It's so bland and easy and repetitive. Like, the first phase of Classic Sonic, where you're chucking the boulders on him, I guess that's okay. But the custom characters one, but the phase with the custom character, I mean, the second phase is so fucking repetitive. Like, all you gotta do is wait for him to pound the ground and use your gun or your electric beam thingy or whatever, or hell, use the grappler. It's just so bland and repetitive. I would say it's more repetitive than the first phase of this boss fight. It's just that, this is just, so repetitive. But the last phase is literally straight up fucking plagiarism. Now, take a look at this. Where have you seen this before? Yep, this is literally just a rehash of the Nega Wisp armor from Sonic Colors. Granted, they've done this in Lost World with the final boss, but I'd argue that one is better than this one. I mean, look at this, it's so boring. I know I'm saying that a lot in this review, but this is what this game is, boring. And they literally just reskinned the Nega Wisp armor, which was a phenomenal boss fight in Sonic Colors. Over here, on the other hand, this is probably I'm gonna say this again, this is probably one of the worst final boss fights in the series. Even bad Sonic games like Sonic 06. Sonic 06 had fucking Solaris as the final boss, and that boss fight was amazing. This, on the other hand, terrible. I'm done talking about this game. This game is just really bad, really bad. I would rather play. Oh, let me list the games I'd rather play than this. I would rather play Sonic 3D Blast. I would rather play Sonic R. I would rather play Sonic 06. I would rather play Shadow the Hedgehog. And that's it. That's all the games I would rather play. Hell, I'd even play Sonic Lost World over this shit. This game, it gets a fucking 3 out of 10. This game is awful. Do not buy it. Even when it's on sale, just save your money for something else, like Sonic Frontiers, and that's a pretty good game. I'm done. Thanks for watching.